The best I could do was a pair of scissors. I'm Grandpa Ghostface. I don't
Very
have my
nice.
knife
I like
anymore.
it. I think it's still
just-
pretty festive.
I can do a lot of damage.
I mean, you just need a phone, right? I think you'll be good with just a phone.
Got a phone. Hello. This has got no relevance to what we're watching today, Janine.
Not at all, not at all. But it's Halloween, so we had to get a little festive, right?
Hello, I'm Grandpa Ghostface. I need help. Can you come and open this box for me? I can't do it.
And the amount of people Grandpa Ghostface has probably killed, and he's probably still better than Grandpa Joe. So
Phenomenally better than Grandpa Joe. Don't know why I'm
Yes.
still holding my phone like this. I've got to put out the how's Jason Voorhees going on anyways? He looks more competent than Grandpa Ghostface.
Jason is doing pretty good. But happy Halloween, everybody. Hi, Kimber. Thank you for stopping by.
Hi, Kimber. I can't see you because I've got a mask on and a pair of glasses. This is one of Kimber's favourite movies ever. The movie we're watching today, Halloween, voted for by the patrons of It's a Wonderful Podcast. If you would like to become a patron, just there's a link, or there should be a link in the description. If there isn't one there, that's because I've not put it in yet. If it isn't there, just go on another video, it'll be there. Find the tier that's right for you. Help vote for things is one thing you can do on the Patreon. And the wonderful patrons of It's a Wonderful Podcast voted for Re-Animator for our Halloween movie watch along because they didn't want the obvious choice, Janine.
No, I believe we had stuff like Hocus Pocus and A Nightmare on Elm Street on there, but they all went for the unique pick, and I appreciate that. It's going to be a fun one.
This is Grandpa Ghost's face. He can't drink without going like this.
Very nice, very nice. I was curious as to how you were going to do that.
I'm not keeping. Oh dear, the glasses. My glasses have steamed up. I can't see.
All right, I think we can dispel with the masks.
More harm than they were. These masks.
As I also want to drink my beverage.
Janine, Jason will call you. Janine Voorhees. You are far more competent than Grandpa Ghostface.
Well, thank you, sir.
Kimber says this movie is better than those movies. I'm just saying. I mean, what do we have? Nightmare on Elm Street? It's a different vibe to Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's a better movie than Hocus Pocus. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Even though I do like Hocus Pocus a great deal. I mean, there's nothing that comes close. I mean, it's in a genre of its own, Re-Animator.
Yes.
Really. It's just weird, and I love it so much. And Janine, I thought you were having your little decorated Ghostbusters set.
I turned my thing on.
You turned it. There we go.
There we go.
That's better. I have my setup. I've done a bit of decorating. It's not really decorating, it's just moving things around, and I've wrote happy.
Yeah, this is all things you already just had there.
It is. Although, I will point this out for those who may not know about this. I met Barbara Crampton a few years ago now at a film festival, and I had this lovely Re-Animator poster signed by Barbara Crampton, who we're going to be get up to things in this movie.
Yes.
That sounded weird, but it's true. Barbara Crampton actually wears some lovely jumpers in this movie, which is something I'm always way more interested in.
Your favorite thing.
And I've got a white jumper on today. And
yeah, you've got your Chris Evans Knives Out jumper on today.
Yeah, so although the Chris Evans Knives Out doesn't wear a turtleneck.
Turtleneck, no, but it's very close. It's very close in pattern and style.
Kimber also says they should never remake this film, but if they did, Andrew Scott would be a great Herbert West.
Ooh,
I think it would be a worthy, what do they call it, protege to Jeffrey Combs.
predecessor, not predecessors, but
not the opposite.
That was a predecessor. Yeah.
Descendant, but not biologically.
Yes.
To Jeffrey Combs.
Words are hard.
I would actually like to see Re-Animator made with just Jeffrey Combs now, but he's just older.
Yeah.
Because I'm fairly certain he's still got the energy.
Yes. And the weirdness.
As we're going to see. But unless you have any objections, Janine, do we just crack on with the movie?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what we do on the watch. Well, do you want to remind people what we do on the watch-alongs, Janine, to make sure we're all okay and up to wherever we're up to?
Yes. So we start at 0000. I count down, and
funny business.
When I say go, that's when you press play.
Not one.
No, go.
I've already started.
You just heard me. You heard me say go, and you got excited.
I did. Got far too excited. It's Re-Animator. Give me some credit. Okay, I'm at 0000.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, go. Kimber's birthday parties tonight.
Yes, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see your costume. You always do these epic things, so I'm excited.
Yes, I mean, if we're being honest, Kimber, you are phenomenal at Halloween costumes and that kind of stuff, and costumes in general, and being a person. So
yes, all of that.
Everything's pretty good there, to be honest. I would like... No. It's broken.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the subtitles.
Simple instructions. You should have been prepared for this.
I know, but on Prime, it doesn't have subtitles, does it? I'm having to watch it on Prime. Oh, Kimber, you're going to be Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's kind of perfect. That's entirely your vibe.
Yes, definitely.
And if we're being honest, if I was anybody from What We're Doing in the Shadows, the TV show that is, it's Guillermo. I'm not one of the vampires. I'm not cool enough to be one of the vampires. Hello, Herbert. How are you? I would like to hear what you're saying. Well, not hear what you're saying. Why can't I get the subtitles on?
I don't know.
It says play from beginning, audio and languages. Prime works when you put the subtitle. Oh, well, I won't. I know this movie. I don't need to listen to it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Oh, for God's sake, it's all going wrong. I've gone off the movie now.
Oh no. You're missing the best part.
I'm
not eyeballs bugging out. Well, one of the best parts.
Yes. I'm back. Yes, here we are. The eyeballs, yes. Oh, I love it. It is a weird movie.
Oh my gosh, that is a solid opening with its wannabe psycho music that they just were not even like, we're not trying to hide the fact that we copied the psycho theme at all. And they literally said that. We're like, yes, we want you to know.
Gave him life. Yeah, well. No, it is. It is the psycho music.
It is. But like
repurposed. Oh no! Now you're just being mean to me, Kimber. I'm not Colin Robinson from What We Do in the Shadows. That's unnecessarily cruel.
Hey, it's a Robinson.
I don't care if it's
I think it's more for the naming as opposed to anything else.
I'd hope so. I'd hope the only closely related thing I have to Colin Robinson is the fact that we're both called Robinson. I hope you don't actually think I'm an energy vampire. I'm half expecting Martin Balsam to start falling down some stairs in a minute.
Martin Balsam.
There's somebody you don't hear mentioned on watch-alongs on YouTube very often. Martin Balsam. No, that's nice, Kimber. Thank you for that. We're not watching. Everybody, I think we're watching Psycho. We're not.
I know.
Oh, I love it. The thing is, this is exactly the kind of movie you want to watch on Halloween because it's absolutely balls to the wall fun.
Yes.
I mean, there's weird stuff going on. There's really nasty stuff going on, but it's just fun and entertaining. I mean, my dad is sat inside right now in the darkness eating Halloween sweets, watching Halloween. So he's getting into it as well.
I'm glad he's in spirit.
I walked inside to make this cup of tea, and all I hear is Sam Loomis giving it the speech. I was there. I saw a 6-year-old. Well, we're not watching Halloween. I don't know why I'm this.
All the horror movies today. I'm drinking a cocktail I named the Billy Loomis.
You named the Billy Loomis. It's not actually called that.
No, I made it up. And I chose to call it a Billy Loomis.
Okay. My dad could pull off an extra handsome Colin Robinson costume. He probably could, but he'd have to shave. My dad would have no idea who Colin Robinson is, by the way. But I like that thought. He'd actually have to do. He'd have to be a little bit balder on top of his head as well. I mean, he's not got much hair, my dad, but.
Is your dad going to do another watch along with us at some point?
What would you like him? I mean, I think the last one he was on was at Christmas, but then again, this year we've been doing watch-alongs basically when we can rather than on any schedule, haven't we?
Yes. Oh, it was a really fun watch-along, though.
Oh, I think so. I think he'll be down for another one. We'd have to do something other than Die Hard at Christmas again, though.
Yes.
It'd have to be something else.
I could think of a fun Christmas one.
Tom's going to be the Hamburglar.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
The Hamburglar. As the best couple's costume possible, you're going as Nadja from What We Do in the Shadows and the Hamburglar.
Ooh, Krampus, yes.
Now you see, Kimber, this is going to have to be a movie that my dad wants to watch.
Oh, he won't want to watch Krampus?
He won't want to watch Krampus, will he? Come on. I love that. I just love that as a couple. This is what more couples should do, Janine, right?
Yeah.
I want you to have words with yourself and everybody else who you know is in a couple and go as your couple's costumes.
Just random shit.
Things that are totally
unrelated.
It's like, what are you talking about? We're obviously Nadja from What We Do in the Shadows and the Hamburglar. Of course we are.
Are there enough?
And just weird people out.
Are there enough Christmas-themed horror movies to do 25 Days of Horror in December?
I mean, you'd have to be watching Silent Night, Deadly Night 5.
And Jack Frost.
And Jack Frost, and Jack Frost 2, and Jack Frost 3. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be watching some bad sequels.
Probably.
You could not have 25 original Christmas horror movies, I don't think. I'd be surprised. Here he is. Wait until you're a severed head in a tray. Sticking cotton buds in people's foreheads.
See, I'm like slightly ahead of you.
Oh, you will be, because I had a funny business and I've still not gotten any subtitles on, but I don't care. This movie's more for the visuals, as it is anyway.
He worked with Hans Gruber. Is this in the Die Hard universe? Did you know that guy's name was Hans Gruber?
No. Or I might have done at one point, but I've forgotten. It's actually been quite a long while since I've watched Re-Animator. I was due a rewatch, so I'm doubly glad it was voted for. I do love how Herbert West just basically laughs at the incompetence of everybody else, though.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a moron.
Your brain
You're a moron as well.
Outdated.
Oh. He doesn't take kindly to that kind of discourse.
Yes.
Hello, I'm Herbert West. I've just put the glasses on.
Oh, that's your costume. You're smarter than everybody now.
I'm now comfortable Herbert West. What a phenomenal piece of editing.
Right? Who threw that cat? Who was the person who just threw that cat?
Yeah, you are ahead of me now. I was talking about the
oh yeah,
the cut from the kissing in the hallway of the hospital to action situations.
Yes, to the no to the yes.
Yes, that's a good point.
And first of many wonderful sweaters, jumpers.
Well, she's not wearing a jumper yet.
Oh, okay. She just
not
put
wearing
it on
anything
for me
at the moment. Now she is. Oh, it's a lovely jumper.
Nice and furry.
I have a jumper like that. Not fit like that. You just need to do a double feature of this and From Beyond, and then you're sorted.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody talking about that.
Well, From Beyond is basically this movie. Well, it's not this movie. But it's Lovecraft. It's Barbara Crampton.
Yeah.
It's Jeffrey Combs. It's Stuart Gordon again directing.
Yeah.
It makes for a perfect double feature with Re-Animator.
Not creepy at all.
Why didn't you knock, Herbert?
No, right? You're just standing out there waiting for someone to open the door.
You weirdo. He's standing there, could hear the noise going on inside. He thought, well, I'm not going to stop them. He's been waiting out there for an hour.
Right? How long was he literally standing there just waiting for someone to open the door for perfect, startling timing? So you'd be like, I startled you. I've been out here for 3 hours. My God.
Do you have a spare basement? Why, yes, we do. What are you going to use it for? Don't ask questions. I've realised I go into that voice. I up the nasalness of my voice when I comment on movies while I'm watching movies.
Yeah.
I was doing it the other night. I noticed I was doing it a lot because last night I was watching The Changeling for the first time with George C. Scott. A wonderful movie. But one that I was really getting into, really tense, really great mystery horror.
Yeah.
And I felt myself, because I do sometimes like to watch movies like this, but I felt myself throughout the movie pretending to be George C. Scott and just oh, what's going on here? But I was talking like that. What's in that? Come on, let's get through this door. What's on the other side of that door? I'm gonna have to hit this door harder with this hammer. What a creepy room. That's not what George C. Scott sounds like. I don't know why I was talking like that. If I was doing a George C. Scott impression, then it would be... George C. Scott's a difficult impression.
Yeah.
Actually. Very difficult. It's like the opposite of my Peter O'Toole impression, which I feel has improved.
Yes, it's gotten better. Ooh.
Oh, it's not the worst thing you're going to see in this movie, Janine. Come on.
I know, but still.
Just a casual autopsy. Hit your fingers in the back of his head and rip it off.
So I'm like, when people axe through somebody's head or stab them in the head with things, how are you getting through that skull like that?
It's nasty.
How are you getting through that skull like that?
We can get this drill thing on it, and we can go... Children shouldn't watch Re-Animator, Janine.
No, they should not.
It's so horrible. Look at it. Oh, I love it. It is nasty.
Breaking his pencil.
Yeah, it's not 6 to 12 minutes though, is it?
Oof.
Not with Herbert's special green gunk.
No. Nice and quick. Apparently that was the inside of a glow stick, that stuff.
Okay. Wait, the inside of glow sticks are what glows? I thought it was the sticks themselves.
No, there's a liquid in there that glows. So it's a glow stick liquid that they use for the chemical.
Okay. You know what? You should never drink glow sticks, Janine. Never drink.
No, you shouldn't. No, you definitely shouldn't.
You will die.
Yes.
You deserve to be a severed head, mate. Get out. Stop getting angry at people.
Oh.
You know his silly little doctor's hat?
Yes.
That's not a hat.
No.
I'm not quite sure what it is.
It's like a scarf.
It looks like a fez.
Well, it's a scarf you put on your head to keep your hairs from, getting into people's bodies when you're doing sensitive work.
But it looks like the fez from Boris Karloff's The Mummy, but in doctor outfit. You can tell I'm not the one who works in a hospital.
Yeah. Is that another nice jumper?
So I tell you, Barbara Crampton in this movie is either wearing absolutely nothing or very nice jumper.
Yeah, pretty much. but it's like got some stylish little tailoring on it.
Kimber, do you own a fez? Or is that no? A fez is cool. It's a Doctor Who quote. I'm on to you, Kimber. I'm on to you. I feel like you probably do own a fez, though. Not everybody can pull off a fez, Janine.
Not everyone can, no.
In fact, I'd go as far as to say probably nobody can actually pull off a fez. Some people just wear them. Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed the way. I just clocked onto the way that he shook hands. Then
Yeah,
it was the weakest, most horrible. Oh, that's what. That's what makes me want to vomit more in this movie. Is when people, when people like shake hands, like. Oh, and like barely touch.
Very limp. Yes, I don't like
shake
that.
hands properly, you weirdo.
Yes.
Shake my hand like that.
Yes.
Grip my hand. I'd rather you crush my hand than
like a
give it this
I don't
business.
like that.
What are you doing? Or if you don't want to shake hands, I know that's shaking hands is a dying art at the minute because it's not an art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of worldwide situations and the fist bump is a more hygienic situation. But still, if you're going to shake hands,
shake properly, strong.
I once met Janine. Not that you will care, or anybody may care, but some people may who are watching this or watching this in the future. I once met football legend Thierry Henry, who used to play for Arsenal. He's French. And I met him in New York when he played for New York. He was doing a signing with the New York Red Bulls team when he played for them. And this is a big famous player that I probably certainly one of the most famous football players I've ever met and been and shook hands with. And the handshake of Thierry Henry can only be described as feeble.
Oh no,
it was the most weak, horrible handshake I've ever come across in my entire life.
And you're an athlete, sir. Like, what is going on?
I will never forget. I mean, I won't forget meeting somebody like that anyway. But I always, whenever it comes up in conversation, my dad, my brother who were there, we always just remember how weak Thierry Henry's handshake.
Oh no, that's sad. Like, that is what all you take away from that experience is that. That's very sad.
Yeah. You got to shake hands properly if you're shaking hands.
Yeah.
I spot some green glowing.
Oh.
Shots fired. You say shots fired, Kimber, but it's true. If Thierry Henry wants to come at me, then let him. He's not going to win because I was there. It happened. No.
Yeah. And all he's worried about is what are you doing in my room? Oh, never mind. You have your roommate's dead cat in there.
What are you doing in my room? Well, you left the door open, Herbert. Lock your door and don't murder cats. What is this, he says. I was going to show you. No, you weren't.
I know, right?
No, you weren't.
He really said
all.
it got its head stuck in a jar. I didn't want it to stink the place up. What a liar.
I wasn't going to bring it back alive at all. Now, is the best scene in this movie, Janine, where the cat comes back alive and it has a fight with Jeffrey Combs? Is it?
Yes,
Because I think it might.
I think it is. If like for the one time watch I had of this movie, that's probably the one thing I remember very strongly.
There are many great scenes in this movie, but a reanimated cat fighting with Jeffrey Combs has to be up there. Blackmail.
My subtitles just say
on your collar, Herbert.
My subtitles say spooky music.
It just says spooky music.
Cat screeches.
They should reanimate that sports dude's handshake, Shizkimber. They should. It was as though he was dead, to be honest with you. It was as though I was shaking hands with a corpse.
With a corpse. That's a good one.
Who else did I come across recently who had a weak handshake? I don't remember. Where have you got this baseball bat from?
He looks like a young baseball player in high school.
Bruce Abbott?
Mm-hmm. I could see it.
How do you look like a baseball player?
He just looks like an athletic person.
I mean, some baseball players do not look athletic. Certainly some older baseball players, Janine.
Oh my god. And he really has to sell that. He really has to sell that.
Oh, yeah.
Puppet on his
the cat! Ah! You see what I mean? It's energy.
And they all have to sell this because they can't afford to make this cat do crazy things.
And this is why this movie's great.
Of course I did. You have a great butt, Kimber.
I'm going to put that comment on the screen, in fact.
I was not expecting that. You have a beautiful derriere, ma'am.
I must admit it's been some years since I have witnessed Kimber's behind. And admittedly cannot exactly remember.
No wonder Tom is
I must have paid too much attention to it because I am respectful.
Yes. Well, no wonder Tom is the Hamburglar. That's all I'll say.
Oh dear. Throw the cat at the wall. Yes. That's an evil thing. I don't want to throw a cat at the wall. That cat's going to come back alive.
Oh.
Don't you think it's dead yet?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
I really wanted to know the design process of that cat.
It's going to come back alive. I don't care if it's been cut in half. It's going to come back alive. Look at my science work.
Authorities. He's got stuff in his teeth. He really came back from lunch with food in his teeth and nobody told him.
Has he?
Yes.
You sure that's not just his teeth?
No, he got something in his teeth.
Oh, he does.
Right?
Oh. Jeff, you've got a little bit of lettuce on you. What sandwich have you been eating?
Something right here.
No, not dead for long. Syringy. It's so luminescent.
I know. It's always painful. Oh.
I mean, this is quite like sad.
Oh my
Really,
God.
isn't it? It's really horrible. Go back upstairs, Barbara.
Yes, just calm down. Don't worry about it.
Nothing's happening. Well, you didn't take long to go snitching on him, did you?
I know, right?
The instant it's over with. Look what he's doing. Expel him. He's already been expelled from every university in the country, but expel him from this one as well.
Yeah.
We all know what he's been doing with your daughter, sir.
What? He would do that to his future son-in-law?
I don't think he wants him to be. I think that's the point.
Typical. What did you think was going to happen when you went and snitched on him?
You're not going to stop him from carrying on and eventually getting much worse for everybody. That's not a nice pair of glasses. No, it's not as nice as
Grandpa Ghostface.
Grandpa Ghostface. See, I couldn't actually wear glasses because the glare from every stream and every video would just be so obvious. So I best hope. I mean, I think my eyesight is getting a bit worse.
Your dad wears glasses, right?
Janine, I'm going to be honest with you. Everybody needs glasses for at least something.
You're saying in general or in your family?
I'm saying in my family. Like, I'm fairly sure, or at least if they don't need glasses, it's because they've had like surgery or what have you on your eyes.
Me and my brother don't have glasses. Everyone else does. My dad, my mom, and my sister.
Some people wear glasses as a fashion statement, just like these ones.
I mean, I do sometimes.
You wear glasses as fashion.
I have these cute Harley Quinn glasses, so I would wear them sometime.
I mean, these ones are just costume glasses.
Yeah, my Harley Quinn ones were costume ones. They were like red and black. They were cute.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay. Kimber with perfect eyesight over here.
Of course.
I look cute in glasses, but my eyesight's better than 2020. I'm better than you, says Kimber. Have to be better than everybody, don't you?
Because she is. She doesn't have to. She
well,
just
yes,
is.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Maybe I should wear glasses as fashion.
I mean, you should. You look good in them.
I know, but if I just turned up somewhere one day with glasses on, people would say, "Oh, what's happening with your glasses now?" It's like, no, I'm just wearing them. People think I'd be a weirdo.
Yes.
Now you sound like the big bad wolf, Kimber.
I think that's what she's going for.
Eyes, the better to see. Cutie. I can't say that word with a straight face. With.
Say it again.
No. No.
You don't have those little oranges there?
Oranges?
Called cuties?
Do you mean a tangerine?
They're like little tangerine, like peeling oranges that you eat, and they call cuties.
Do you mean a satsuma? Do you mean a clementine? Cuties.
They call them, I think they're like little clementine oranges. They're called cuties.
Do you mean a nectarine?
Stop that.
I'm just naming
that's
citrus.
Much. Oh no, that's a lot. That looks like a lot that he's putting into that body. That's way more than he put in that cat. But that's what he did to Hans Gruber, and his eyes exploded. He literally said, I put too much.
Yes, but he's perfected it better now, hasn't he? So this guy's only going to turn into a zombie for a little bit and start rampaging around like a maniac. I would actually like to point out as well that Barbara Crampton looks absolutely no different.
No, she looks great.
You are. We've agreed that you're better at everything, Kimber. We're not saying you're not. Just like, Herbert West absolutely is a Slytherin if we're putting people into that. If we're putting people into those categories, houses. I don't think Herbert West could be more of a Slytherin if he wanted to be. Look at the amount of it.
That is so much.
Now somebody else.
He literally was talking about how he put too much in Hans Gruber, and now he's put a whole ass bottle in this guy.
We're not gonna let it go that dude's name's Hans Gruber, are you?
No, I'm not, because we were literally just talking about Die Hard. Who's
the better movie, Hans Gruber? Is it Hans Gruber or the one dude from this?
Whose eyes exploded. That was pretty exciting.
Who had the better death? Hans Gruber or Hans Gruber? I'm gonna put
maybe if his eyeballs exploded in slow-mo, it would have been.
Just gonna put this comment on the screen from Tom.
The Hamburglers here.
Oh no! Hide your ham. Hamburgers aren't even made of ham. Made of beef. It don't even make sense as to why hamburgers are called hamburgers. Especially McDonald's hamburgers, which are barely made from beef.
Yeah. Damn.
Might as well be made from horse. That's us never getting a sponsor from McDonald's, Janine.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Your name is perfect for this movie.
My name?
Morgan Robinson.
It is. It's fully. It's all about morgues, this movie. Oh dear. He's gone insane. This is what you do. This is what happens. Oh, look how veiny.
He's strong.
Here's a weird thing for me to say.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yes, that. Yes. Pay no attention to the nude zombie.
Yeah. Oh my god. Why would you put your fingers there?
Why would you put your fingers there?
Yes, I've been convincing him to change his name to that all October because I remember and it was great, that name, and he was just like, no, silly.
I don't think I said it was silly. I think I said I didn't want. I think I said I would have wanted something else, but there wasn't anything else, and I didn't want to have the same.
Well, I think it's great.
Anyway, I was going to say something weird, and I'm still going to say something weird.
Ooh!
The zombie, who is incredibly veiny, looks like my feet used to look when I ate too much salt.
What?
Now I don't eat salt anymore. My feet are fine. And that's how we learn about healthy things. Don't need doctors. I shouldn't say that. We do need doctors. Doctors are wonderful people.
Yeah.
Thanks for dropping in, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Go steal some
Go
beef.
steal them burgers.
I hope you're wearing a stripy jumper. You obviously have to be wearing a stripy jumper. You can't be the Hamburger without wearing a stripy jumper.
And like a Zorro hat, right? Doesn't he
And
have like a Zorro hat?
And a silly mask. Yes, a Zorro hat, a Zorro mask, and a stripy jumper. He only needs a mustache and he'd be French. Oh.
That's how his feet looked after I took him to Taco Bell.
Probably was. Kimber, yes, probably was.
Was it the salt or was it the embarrassment? You guys trying to hook him up.
Both, probably.
Nothing fucked him up.
That was a past medical issue anyway. That's not a current medical issue. Tom says it was the salt. It was the salt. I'd just like to say how disappointed I am that this Halloween day has been the rainiest day in months.
Aw, boo. Do you think nobody came out to trick or treat?
Oh, we had a few.
Okay.
We had a few.
Morgan,
the only person under the age of 40 with gangrene. I've not got gangrene. Let's calm down. Don't hate on my sweaters. I'm wearing two. In fact, neither of these I would class as sweaters. One's a turtleneck and one's a jacket. But it's cold. Stop.
They're trying this again.
I'm just getting harassed by the chat and people.
Did they forget what just happened? Let's give him a little bit less. Maybe he'll be less crazy and veiny.
Just a touch less. Because it has to work this time. I don't have any medical issues. Any major medical issues
That you know of.
that I know of. God, don't saying that sounds ominous. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm as weird as everybody else in the head, so that's normal. There you go. Any diagnosed medical issue, exactly. But that's probably because I don't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
No, you can carry on harassing me if you want. That's fine. It's been a while since I've been
Razzed.
razzed. That's how I get my kicks. Oh dear. See, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. All I need is a pair of brown pants, and I could do a Barbara Crampton cosplay from this movie.
Does this cop really have a cigar?
Oh dear. Yeah. I killed your dad. He does have a cigar, he does.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, harassed by House Bennis. That's me. What am I then? Am I just the moron? Queen machine, sure, we agree with that, but I'm just the fool next to her. Is that my role in everything?
Never.
Sounds about right. I'm phoning the police. You are the police, sir. Or are you just... Oh, no, you're just the security guard. Do you know what, Tom? I will take that because everybody loves Flounder from The Little Mermaid, don't they? So that's me. And Mushu. And the mice from Cinderella. And
Ray, the sweet firefly from Princess and the Frog.
The firefly from Princess and the Frog, and the raccoon from Pocahontas.
Miko.
I totally forget the name of.
Miko.
Oh, now Barbara's wearing a turtleneck and the world is good. Hey from Moana.
Yes. So nobody realizes her dad is dead. They just think he's crazy.
Her father's problem, sir. He was crushed by a zombie. We don't call them zombies. By a reanimated.
And then he was reanimated.
That's a nice turtleneck, actually. It's.
I don't know. I don't like the brown back.
I know, but it's very retro, Janine. So I'm about.
You're into it. Okay.
And I am of the thinking these days that when it comes to jumpers and the like, whether it's a man's fit or a woman's fit, like if it's nice and it looks all right, what's the difference when it comes to a jumper? Why does a jumper have to be gendered?
No, I think the fit in certain areas. So, like,
On
I
a
have some
jumper. On a
jumpers. I have some jumpers that are like, I have a crop jumper. A guy's not gonna wear a crop jumper.
No, I'm not gonna wear a crop jumper. But I mean, like
I
that.
have one.
Why
Yes.
couldn't I wear that?
You could wear that. You could
Exactly.
definitely wear that. I have one that's wider around the neck, so it can kind of go off the shoulder. You're not gonna wear an off the shoulder jumper.
No, but that jumper there was probably from a women's section.
But it
And
could have
what's the-
easily been worn by a man.
Well, yeah, like this. Why couldn't a woman wear this? No reason. Kimber's here for dudes in crop jumpers. You would not be here for me wearing a crop jumper. I would look absolutely dreadful.
I think you could pull it off.
Absolutely not. No. Did I like the movie Jumper? What's the movie Jumper? Is it about people that jump?
Yes, with Christian, or no, Hayden Christensen.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you? You would know
What does
every
that
movie.
mean?
Yeah, I know. Morgan knows nothing. Janine knows everything. I've never heard of this movie in my life.
It's based on a book series of these people who are called jumpers. They can like jump to any location they want to go to.
Well, just by standing there and jumping.
No, they like
It's not like, oh, a jumping time. It's just you stand there and you bounce really high.
You see a picture of a place you want to go and you can just kind of like jump yourself there.
That sounds
like teleport
ridiculous.
yourself there.
Right, so if it was called
Samuel
just
Jackson,
a load of people going boing, boing, boing.
No,
boing,
they're not bouncing.
Like human kangaroos.
No, they are not like tiggering around. It's like you just really ruin every concept with your nonsense. I'm not explaining this to you. You're just terrible.
Cars don't exist in this universe. It's just everybody goes about on a pogo stick. Boing, 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 boing. I'm a jumper. Boing, 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 boing.
Please, Tom and Kimber, just continue to make fun of Morgan. You're driving me crazy.
That's what it sounds like. Oh dear.
Did you say laboratory or laboratory?
Oh, laboratory.
You don't say laboratory.
Laboratory. Laboratory, actually, I say.
Okay.
Laboratory. Laboratory, yeah.
You don't say laboratory.
Laboratory, no. I would like your formula. He's a snarling gentleman, isn't he?
He is.
Stop making fun of the way I pronounce things. Laboratory.
Laboratory. Aluminium. Laboratory. Morgan.
Well, if I'm spelling it like that, Kimber, I'm saying aluminum. But there's another I that you're missing out after the N.
And somehow it's aluminium.
Aluminium.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing this. Anyway, I'm surprised. I'm watching this movie. I was excited.
This ain't called Dexter's Lab.
He looks like a zombie, doesn't he, though? Do you not think? What's his
Ooh.
name? Why do I not know his name?
Ooh.
Doctor, whatever his face is.
Oh, the one that's going to be the head in the tray?
Yeah. The head in the tray. This dude. Here he is. I don't know anybody's name anymore. Don't put extra vowels in it. Where did your language come from? Me. Shush. Where did our language come from, though? All over. Well, it might be how it's spelled in the US, but you also spell colour as color. So what's that about? Weirdos.
Whatever. And every word that should have a Z, you put an S there instead.
Dr. Carl Hill, David Gale. Yes, David Gale looks like a zombie. It's because he's got an absurdly long face.
Yeah.
He looks like, do you know what he looks like? He looks like, what's his name? Dude from The Hills Have Eyes. But if he didn't have the hair loss situation. You know who I mean. Is he called Michael somebody? The dude from The Hills Have Eyes.
Ooh.
The dude from the dude from The Hills Have Eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know who I'm talking about. You have to know who I'm talking about.
Which one? The 77 one?
The 77. God, if I'm talking about The Hills Have Eyes, I'm certainly not talking about the 2006 one. Michael Berryman. The guy on the poster for The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, that creepy guy.
Yes. David Gale from this movie looks like Michael Berryman if he didn't have the
if he had a love child with Ted Danson, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, because he's got the hair of Ted Danson. Yes.
And the long face like Ted Danson.
Had a love child, it'd be this dude. And now his head's in a tray where it will remain.
That's too much. It's too much.
I appreciate that comment there, Tom. That's nice. I'm going to have to put that on the screen. I like that. That's just too funny. Or as it's spelled in England, make you a little berry man.
All these extra vowels in there.
I like that.
Kalura.
I don't know what the condition Michael Berryman has is called. That's why I couldn't say properly.
It might be. The hair of Ted Danson sounds like an ingredient in a witch's potion.
Yeah, so Michael Berryman, who is still alive, doesn't have hair, fingernails, teeth, or sweat glands.
Oh, okay.
But he genuinely looks like David Gale.
How does he take care of his body?
I've no idea, but he must do pretty well because he's a fairly recognizable actor, isn't he?
Yes. But I mean, those are like things that your body has to protect itself. So how do you...
The hair of... It's like Macbeth, isn't it? Eye of Newton, the hair of Ted Danson.
I thought I saw Ted Danson down here. It was just an older lesbian. I was sad. I'm sorry.
Oh. Does Ted Danson look like an old lesbian? A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
If we're talking in stereotypes, which I think.
I was sad.
Well, that'd be a pretty cool person to meet, Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Even though, is it you, Kimber, actually, who can't stand the face of Ted Danson, or is it you, Janine? It's one of you.
No, it's not me.
It must be Kimber.
I'm not a huge The Good Place watcher. But
what about Cheers? You know, the two things Ted Danson's been in. And 3 Men and a Baby. Sorry,
Baby.
the three
Yeah, I was
things
like,
Ted Danson has been in.
I'm more of a 3 Men and a Baby fan.
Okay.
Or Made in America, where he was thought to be the father of Nia Long.
What?
And the love interest of his longtime girlfriend, Whoopi Goldberg.
If we're being honest, Whoopi Goldberg and Ted Danson would not create a child that looked like Nia Long.
So the plot of Made in America is Nia Long. She's like this high school student. She's about to go to college. It's just been her and her mom. She's never known who her dad was. I think her mom told her like she was like a sperm bank baby or something. But now that she's going into college, she wants to know who her father is. So she goes and does some research and finds out that her father is this guy named Hal Jackson. She goes to see Hal Jackson, and it's Ted Danson. So it's this whole confusion of him being her father, and then him getting to know her and Whoopi Goldberg, and him and Whoopi Goldberg fall in love, and all of these crazy things.
There's a lot of dried blood, Herbert.
Yes.
Oh dear, he says. I've been swindled. Stop shouting. Stop shouting. It's only your life's work that you've worked for. Not anymore. Oh dear. Janine, when I die, will you decapitate me and put my head in a tray and freeze it?
I will.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how you're going to do that.
I can do it. I'll just break off a glow stick and put it in a syringe.
No, I don't necessarily need to be reanimated. I just like.
I need you to be reanimated. I can't run all these podcasts by myself. So I mean, you're gonna have to.
I hope it's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to reanimate your. Look, Kimber will reanimate your head so we can do our weekly shows.
I'm hoping this is like decades and decades off, guys. You know, I'm not.
Somebody Walt Disney
willing this to happen now. God, don't be so miserable. I know it's Halloween and I could go into the spirit world, but oh, here he is with his creepy eyes and his disembodied body.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanders around like Sleepy Hollow, but way less scary. She also wants to stuff our cat, so I wouldn't put it past her. That's a Norman Bates way of doing things.
Or what was that movie you watched?
What movie?
Oh, but it wasn't like taxidermy. It was like mannequins. Tourist Trap.
Tourist Trap, yeah. Where you kill people and turn them into mannequins, but like weird flesh mannequins. Weird movie. I'm happy with that as well. Being a parasitic twin. You know. I mean, not now, not at the moment. Not for hopefully a good.
You don't want to be a Belial?
No, God. Oh God.
You want to be
I'm gonna put it out there. I'm hoping, you know, at least something like that is 70 years off. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna. You know, I want to get to a good age. We're not talking about my demise anyway.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring it up. I did bring it up, actually, didn't I? I did.
Yeah, you
I
kinda
did bring it
did.
up. Oh. Who's a weirdo? Herbert West or Carl Hill? Because I've got my answer.
Oh goodness.
Look at him carrying around his own head
Like that.
like he's the spirit of Anne Boleyn.
That's a cool shot, though. I like that. Don't you think that's a cool shot?
Wait, I don't know which shot you're talking about.
Where he's holding
Do
his
you mean
head
the
up.
dissolve into the?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Not dissolve. That's not a dissolve. Is it? It's fade? Is it a dissolve? I don't know.
Crossfade? Is that what it's called?
Do you know what? My brain is absolutely all over the place today. I think it's because I'm in work tomorrow, and I'm not usually working on a Monday.
Top-notch security there.
And yet here we are in the latest episode of the worst security guard in the world.
Smoking on his cigar, reading his boudoir magazine.
You know, that's just what you have to do in a movie. If you want a guy that you have to get past, who is supposed to be doing his job competently, just have them read a risque magazine.
Yeah.
In public.
He reads it for the articles.
When you match with Henry VIII on Grindr. That would be a turn up for the history books, actually, if Henry VIII turned out to have male lovers as well that nobody knew about. Here's where Carl Hill turns into Darth Vader a little bit now and starts going like this. I love how the head just stands up perfectly on its neck. It's not lying down, it's just stood there.
Yeah.
If Henry VIII was bi, everyone would lose their head. They would. Yeah, they would.
Nice choice
If Henry
of words.
VII,
Nice choice
Henry
of words
VII
there.
was bi, that was a.
Yes.
If Henry VII was bi, that it would
Heads would
probably
roll.
make. I mean, what do people think about Henry VII? Do people have any thought on Henry VII? If you are American, I'm speaking to you guys as well. Whatever the hell Janine is, we've never quite made sure. We've never quite figured out what nationality you are, have we, Janine? Really, but
it's complicated. Oh, this is sad.
It is sad, yes. Doesn't want anything to do with you. Your bruise is healing well.
Yeah.
Bruce. Call everybody by it. I call Herbert West, but everybody else just gets their own first name.
Yeah, so I'm like, how does he still get his
These two
name
just
for
get their
you?
own first names.
Oh my gosh, there's some blood on the wall. He really threw him.
Henry VIII was Henry VII's son, yes. Henry VIII was Henry VII's second son, as his Henry VIII's brother who was called... Oh, God, I should know that, Edward. I think. Why do I not know? Well, he died. He died anyway. He died when he was young. He was married to Catherine of Aragon, who would then go on to become Henry VIII's first wife. So Henry VIII's first wife was his dead brother's wife. There you go.
Gosh, that's sad. Keep it in the family.
History. And I'm fairly certain he was called Edward. But I don't know why I don't know that immediately. I must say, though, the one thing I do like about Re-Animator is the fact that all the corpses are incredibly competent.
Right? Like that
You know
one
what I
has
mean?
no
Like,
head, and he's walking around. He's over here doing things. He can see where he's putting stuff.
Yeah. I appreciate the historical attempts there. Oh, here we go with the lewd perversion.
Like, she really... Why? What was the point of that nightgown? She just wasn't wearing nothing underneath that.
It must be very cold, Barbara. Sat on that metal tray.
Right? That slab.
It must be ridiculously cold. Look, I mean, I'll give him credit.
What?
He plays unbelievably creepy pervert severed head very well.
Yeah.
His eyes have so much light in them when he's looking over that body. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes, this is very gratuitous.
I like this comment from Kimber as well. I'm going to put this on screen. I mean, to be fair, you would be screaming if you found yourself in this situation. You really
yeah, a severed head trying to kiss you.
And you've all of a sudden got nothing on.
Yeah. I mean, that's the least of your problems, right?
What, the fact that you've got nothing on?
Yes. A severed head is trying to make out with you.
Oh, God, it's horrible, isn't it? I mean, it's horrible, but for some reason, we all absolutely love it. I've wanted to kiss you for years. Oh, God, his tongue. Oh, God.
She's just trying to, like, get away.
Oh, it's the most
the way
horrible
she's pushing
thing.
it away is like...
Please
no.
do not do that. No. Of course he is. Oh, God, it's... Oh, look at all that blood. More passion. How much passion can a severed head give? That's what I want to know. I don't care how... I don't care how ridiculous your tongue is.
Like I'm getting sassy with the decapitated head.
You know, the funny thing is, Barbara Crampton always says this scene was an absolute delight to film.
Oh, yeah?
I have no idea. I just made that up. It just sounds like a really weird thing, doesn't it? To say, yeah, this scene, I really loved it.
This was so fun.
This was fun.
I'll have to watch the kill count on it. If she talks up, she'll probably talk about what she thought about that scene. And she seems like she has very fond memories of it, so...
Oh, God, yeah. And yeah, I know she loved doing these things. But I mean, it must have been quite ridiculous to be just like to be laid there with nothing on.
Yes, and those things are already, I'm sure, freezing cold.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
and
to
have
be fair, nude scenes in general, I commend people that do them, unless they've been forced to do them.
yeah,
Which should never be happening, but doesn't happen anymore. I commend people that do them because, God, it takes some serious confidence in yourself, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't care what you look. You know, you could look great, but personally, you might not think you look great.
Yeah. This whole movie reminds me of a Gatorade commercial from the 90s. What is the tagline of this Gatorade commercial?
More passion. That's the tagline.
This is like Thriller right here.
It is a little bit. That's who's missing from this movie.
Michael Jackson.
Not Michael Jackson. Vincent Price.
Oh.
He fits in a movie like this. He fits 100% in a movie. I mean, maybe not in 1986 when he's old, but he fits in a kind of bizarre movie like this, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's right in his wheelhouse. Try our more passion fruit splash. Oh, I love it.
I mean, all these people had to do nude scenes while being all covered in makeup. And...
Well, not all these people. I mean, yes, these the Re-Animated. I can't see Jeffrey Combs's Little Jeff.
You did not just call him Little Jeff.
I don't know. It might be Big Jeff. Who knows?
Yeah, crush it.
We wouldn't know.
Crush it.
Go on. You headbutt that severed head.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's still out here trying to get his serum. Get out of here.
It's all he's scared. It's all he's bothered about. Yeah, fingers in the eyes.
That body going crazy.
He's just holding them. I'm gonna spray this everywhere. What are you doing?
The way he threw that head was just hilarious. Oh no. Why do I not remember this? You would think I would remember this.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Do you know what? To be honest with you, I mean, I know we love the cat and everything, but this is. We forget the ending of this movie and how
wackadoo it
really
is.
Ridiculous it is.
The intestines coming out.
I mean, there's
people.
intestine tentacles involved in it.
Yes.
And still, people are walking around with nothing on.
Yes.
And nobody cares because we love it. And next week,
we go to the zoo.
Stay tuned for Morgan reading Herbert West Re-Animator from his big book.
The Re-Animaniacs. I love it.
The Re-Animaniacs.
Yes.
I mean, do it. Liz, I mean, we'll Lovecraft stuff will be public domain now, won't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Should be. Most of it, at least. Do it, Tom.
Ew.
Maniacs. I mean, the Animaniacs themselves won't be, will they? Why are you screaming?
Because some creepy thing popped in the elevator before they could close. Like, I knew that was going to happen, but still.
Come on, don't let...
Get that axe. And look, he's got an axe. He's got a dirty wife beater. He's using fire safety devices. This is very Die Hard.
Janine, I'd like to point out that this movie was released in 1986. Die Hard was released in 1988. If anything, Die Hard ripped this movie off.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. They took the Hans Gruber. They took the dirty wife beater.
I mean, Kimber's hit the nail on the head. Re-Animator is a rapid pace movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you time to breathe. But you don't want time to breathe, do you? You want constant craziness. That's why we watch this. That's why we love this.
Yeah.
God, that was a very quick admittance to the hospital.
Right?
Usually be waiting for 5 hours.
Good grief. Barbara Crampton's boobs should be like top billed in this movie.
I think they are. I mean, they're just...
This is the third time
this scene in particular, do they really need... I mean,
it's okay. Pretty real.
It is realistic.
Because every time they would do this to someone in a movie, they would have a top on, which typically I don't think you are supposed to.
No, you have to have you have to be bare chest, don't you, suppose?
Yeah.
Nudity, violence, weird shit, glowing green stuff. That is this movie, and
Yes.
we're about it. Now let's do Barbara justice and cover her back up now.
Yes,
Are
please.
we going to? Are we going to? Are we going to? No. No, no. No, we're still not. No, we're just going to let her. And now we're going to kiss the dead body. Because it's apparently Snow White.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody, like... No, that's a horrible thing to say.
Oh, no.
Or is it a horrible thing to say?
Don't reanimate her. That's too much. Like, that's too much.
Have you all watched From Beyond? I've seen From Beyond. We're not watching it today. I spoke about before how it would be an excellent double feature.
Yeah.
This movie, it's the perfect double feature. He's going to reanimate her, Janine, because he thinks then his necrophilia will be justified.
No, yikes.
Because he's kissing your dead body.
Yes, we should do a Jane hasn't seen From Beyond, because I have not seen it.
Yes.
How many Re-Animator sequels are there?
Oh, I don't know. It's so good.
This movie was really good. I've literally only seen it once a couple years ago, and it was so fun.
It is such a breeze. It's rapid pace, like I said, and
Yes.
it is just craziness from start to finish. So much fun. So
Yes.
much fun. The perfect Halloween watch along, aside from maybe actually watching Halloween, but isn't that a little bit obvious?
Yes.
The Janine hasn't seen is whenever Janine wants to stop forcing me to watch movies and actually wants them herself. She's so obsessed with making me watch
I don't want to
things she
relinquish my
likes.
power. The power I have
Exactly.
over
That
you.
she doesn't let me ever have a proper say. So what I've suggested doing at some point is having a little break from Morgan Hasn't Seen to do a limited podcast on another type of topic that is just to switch it up a little bit. Because I think there's only so many times in a certain space of time that you can find movies for me to watch in a certain genre, Janine, or category. Tom would rather watch Halloween 3. Well, we can't do the song, Janine.
I know, because it is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
Unless we say no more days till Halloween.
No, it doesn't work. It's not said in the movie.
Oh,
I've been doing my whole Twitter thread, not that anybody's been interested. I've been doing my whole Twitter thread every day for like 20 days of Silver Shamrock. And today, well, yesterday, obviously, it was just one more day. And then today, I put on the final tweet of the thread just a load of emojis of pumpkins, ghosts, spiders, cobwebs, and devils.
No, you should have put the guy screaming into the phone to turn it off.
No, because the out of the mask come all the spiders.
I know, I am aware, but the movie ends with the guy freaking the fuck out. So you should have been doing that too.
No, I wasn't going to film myself. Would you rather watch Halloween 3 than Halloween, though? I mean, that's a bold statement. Halloween 3 is good, but it's not Halloween, is it? Oh, we'll still pick on Morgan during
Yes, I like that. I appreciate that.
Nothing new there, then, is there?
No.
Nothing new there. Well, what a fun time this was.
Yes, it was
Happy
great to
Halloween,
this movie.
everyone.
Happy Halloween. This was a fun one.
I'll show this.
Oh, you knocked over your skeleton. He just went.
He's dead. He won't be reanimated. But as you can probably see there.
Yes, that is a really cool poster too.
It's a lovely poster signed by Barbara Crampton. And there we have Carl Hill lying next to Barbara Crampton.
Why didn't she sign that side where she was on it?
Because she wants her entire face to be visible. So she signed over the green, whatever it's called.
Oh, okay.
Sludge. Not sludge. Sludge? It's not sludge, is it? That's Ghostbusters. Is Ghostbusters sludge? Do they call it sludge in Ghostbusters?
It's slime. Because he's slime.
No, I know it's slime, but is it sludge? What's sludge then?
It's similar.
I've just come up with that.
Thank you, Tom and Kimber, for hanging out with us. I hope you have an awesome party tonight. We love you.
Yes, I got it signed by Bryan Cranston. Shut up, Tom. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging out. The perfect people I would want hanging out to watch this movie with. Are you? Lots of love. There we go. Janine, I'm going to switch our names to the socials while you tell people what else we do.
Well, this movie was chosen by the It's a Wonderful Podcast patrons. So yeah, we have a Patreon. It's a Wonderful One on patreon.com. If you want to support us over there, you can go and join. Find the tier that's right for you. We do fun stuff like this. You get to vote on watch-alongs we watch, what we talk about on some of our podcasts. You get a shout out. I send you monthly artwork every month. So yeah, fun times on our Patreon. So join if you would like to support us. We also have this channel here where we do fun watch alongs like this, fun little videos for you guys, chats about movies and TV shows, and we're trying to do more of that stuff. So check us out over here at It's a Wonderful Podcast on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. Of course, we have the podcast feed, It's a Wonderful Podcast, where we have 3 shows over there. Machine Mondays, where I talk all things Schmodown. And then we have Morgan Hasn't Seen every Wednesday, where I force Morgan to watch things he hasn't seen. And every Friday we have the main show, It's a Wonderful Podcast, where we give love to classic films. So please find the podcast feed, It's a Wonderful Podcast, all places podcasts can be found. Of course, you can find the channel on Twitter at It's a Wonderful One. You can find me on Twitter at Janine Devine _ Janine Devine on Instagram, as you see there. Morgan, where can everybody find you?
At the Purple Dawn with a 3 instead of the E in the because, Janine.
3 is the magic number.
That is on Twitter, just at the Purple Dawn. On Instagram. And you've already said all the other wonderful stuff, Janine. I don't need to say anything else. I'm so happy I've just watched Re-Animator. Perfect way to end my Halloween evening. Thanks, guys. I guess there's only one thing left to do until the next time we see people. What should we do? Should we do a dead Carl Hill voice? Yeah.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1. I didn't want to do that with my tongue. Now everybody's seen that. Bye.
Bye. It's on brand.